So in this video, I'm going to discuss why I would personally not do a Colombia or Peru residency in 2023. Now, if you want to avoid such problems in future, go ahead and subscribe. Subscribe right now.
Oh no.
I'm serious. But if you all have already subscribed, then go ahead and give me a thumbs up and let's get started. All right, so I recently had a poll, a community poll, where I asked this question to the community. The question was whether you would consider a Colombia versus a Peru for permanent residency in 2023. Now, one of the surprising fact was they were smack bang at 50% each, and some interesting analysis and interesting observations regarding both these two options. So if you haven't checked that poll out, make sure you go ahead and let us know your opinion. But in this video, I'm going to discuss why I feel both are not good for 2023. Now, when I discuss all of this, this is personal opinion. This is not immigration, legal, tax, or finance advice. And in case you were new to my channel, my name is Jay, and here we discuss investments that lead to residencies, citizenships, and a whole lot more. Well, one of the very important points about Colombia, let's take each country one by one, right? So let's talk about Colombia first. So one of the crazy things about Colombia is the increase in the scopolamine related instances. So one of my commenters pointed this out, and I 100% agree with his comments. Now, you had this issue in the past. Now, it's not something new to Colombia, but in 2023, this has exponentially increased. The incidences have gone up. Now, if you follow some of the latest trends and latest videos of people's experiences from Colombia, and I'm not talking about immigration videos, travel videos, and experience videos, then you may have noticed that a lot of people are talking about these incidences. And for those who don't know what this is, let's take a couple of examples. So in one example, let's say you're going to a bar, either you're going alone or with a buddy, and typically you would expect to talk to people, say hi, hello, and have some conversations. There's some trained thieves, especially attractive, hot-looking women. Again, they look cute, they're sweet, but essentially they're trained thieves. They would rig your drinks and drug you, and then once you're drugged, what this drug does is you are then accomplice to you helping them steal yourself, right? So that you help them rob you, and typically all of what you got is usually gone. In extreme situations, they take you back to your hotel room or your rental apartment, clean that up, you help them do that, and that way you're completely stolen. You then approach the authorities. The authorities have so many of these incidences to manage, and not all are bad, but sometimes you don't get the required help that you need, and the only option you have is you're lucky to still survive. A lot of people have lost their lives, and if you fight back, again, not good consequences. I would not encourage anyone in that situation to fight back because it's not worth it. So a lot of these examples have started to crop up, and incidences have just increased. I don't know if it is the lack of tourism, increase in crime, whatever it is, but the situation seems to be drastic at this point. The other example is, let's say you're not even at a bar, right? You're just walking based on which area you're at. This also comes in a powder format. Someone blows this in your face, you get drugged, and again, you do the same thing. You help them steal yourself, and you would not even recognize, you'd be drugged. If you're lucky to survive, then you'll get medical help, and best case scenario, you will come back safe. So again, that is something exclusive to Colombia. It's very bad. I hope that stops and there's more enforcement and we get to normalcy. But if you're thinking of purchasing an apartment, moving, and living in Colombia, then that is something you got to be careful. It's a beautiful country. It's a great country. And again, each country has its own set of crimes. But just based on latest trends, this is something that I experienced. So that therefore, I would not recommend Colombia, at least as of now, at least not in the first 2 quarters. So this is my personal opinion. A lot of people feel the need to take the risk, or they feel there is no risk. In that case, good luck. Now let's take a look at Peru. Peru seems to be a hot favorite. A lot of people have been requesting a lot of information on Peru. Now, finally, I have made a video after gathering all the facts and figures regarding the Peruvian residency and citizenship in 2 years. If you haven't checked out that video, you can hop on and take a look at this link that appears above. This talks about the Peruvian residency option in a lot more detail. Now, regarding Peru and the safety situation, of late, there has been a lot of protest against the government. The situation seems to be getting out of control every now and then. A lot of government advisories are advising their citizens to immediately return. Now, if you take a look at the US travel advisory, it is at level 3, which is quite high. It has gone up and it's requesting its citizens to immediately come back or reconsider travel. So what's happening is, because of this protest, you have heavy police presence. There are military personnel, especially in the city. And there's a lot of instances of chain snatching, purse snatching, etc. in broad daylight. So, you might see the police, you might feel safe, but if you're traveling and if you get, robbed, then that is a realistic threat. And this has just increased because of this protest and the law and order situation going out of control. The situation is quite fluid. Now, this might change, but apparently this seems to be increasing in numbers. So at this time, again, at least not for the first 2 quarters, I would not recommend Peru. Now, both these options have drastically changed. So Colombia used to be a hot favorite because it used to be a back pocket residency of sorts. You could get a golden visa, buy your apartment in Colombia, and that would give you that back pocket residency. After 5 years, you could, in theory, apply for your citizenship. Again, they check your ties to the country, so it's not as simple as it claims. Just like Portugal, again, you got to be sensible when you're applying. With Peru, it's not at all a back pocket residency. There's some serious residency requirements. You have to obviously be a tax resident in Peru in order to then qualify for your Peruvian citizenship after 2 years. So both have their pros and cons. Colombia has become a lot more stricter. It has become less appealing from the options that they have active at this point. And with the safety situation, it just does not make a whole lot of sense anymore to me. But again, a lot of people would still be inclined, and good luck to them. So I hope you liked this analysis and this video. If you want me to cover any other topic in future, always you know what to do. Put it in the comments below. If the topic is hot favorite and I get a lot of requests, then I'm always up for creating content based on what you're looking for. All right, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up and catch you in the next one.